Look at today's gift count. So much enthusiasm.
You know, I don't think I've started off as Sparksy before. You know what? I think it's, I think it kind of fits with the theme. I think it fits with the theme if we start up with Sparksy. Mostly because she got her new outfit. Which I think we'll probably just show off tomorrow, maybe? I don't know.
Look at today's gift count. So much enthusiasm.
Well... has it just been a minute, or has her phone case cover always been her boss fight? Probably has. Wait, what is Nameless Glory gonna do? Oh, we got 5 days left for this, so I was right. I was right in the stream last night. There was 5 days. Or there was an extra added day, but I took 1 day off. Excuse me. Well, that trailer still looks poppin'. I can't wait to play that in 5 days. We're probably gonna wait till next week to play it though. So 5... Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, if that lands... if this is right, and it lands on a Thursday like I'm thinking it does, and it's about the same length as the other one, we can probably just do that all on one stream. Well, as I babble on, welcome back everyone to the Twitch channel. This is Shiriki Chaos, finally back on some Honkai Star Rail. Oh! They're adding the act numbers too, Act 5, Part 5, and Ravages does the whistle blow sound. Excuse me. I don't know what to expect besides Heartbreak, Wuthering Waves 3.1. Is it our turn just like last year with the Amphoria storyline again? Are we here again, once again, 1 year in the making? As my voice doesn't even want to catch up. Our beloved Navigator is back in her newest form, Himiko Nova. From all the trailers and everything that they've thrown out for her, I'm just going to assume this is basically who Himiko Murata is seeing herself as she was supposed to be. I usually don't do the web events. I think that's about it. But where can I view the story recap? Oh, that is so. Like I've been saying the past few days about all streams, I have kept any and all spoilers to a minimum of this. I have not experienced any of this. The only thing that I seen was the Trailblaze Continuance, How I Met Your Father. I didn't think that was true, and then it finally got updated, and then, excuse me, oh my gosh, my voice does not want to be here. I thought people were shitting with me. I thought I was being trolled, and then I opened it, and it said, How I Met Your Father.
After resolving the crisis surrounding Fullwish, we returned to the Astral Express to gather our thoughts. Shuhu, Sat Pramad, and the Veracity. Unforeseen challenges arrived in rapid succession. After careful deliberation, we decided to split into teams and tackle the problems in Plain Arcadia together.
And as we get back into this while we watch the story recap, I also did watch the Zenless special broadcast. I know you're either on one side of the collab or the other. Me, I'm on the other. Now, would I have liked to seen a collab between Zenless Zone Zero and I don't know, anybody. We'll just put whoever. Zenless Zone Zero and whoever. Yes, but am I also happy that Honkai Star Rail and ZZZ are collabing? Yes, I am more happy. I am just happy to have a collab versus not having a collab.
There, Yaoguang, Danheng, and Welch traversed every corner of Plain Arcadia to deploy the Deca-Light reflection barrier as a safeguard against a potential ambush by the Lord Ravager. Meanwhile, Blade decided to set out for the edge of the world in Canvas, where he intended to use the power of the Veracity to bring his conflict with Shuhu to its final conclusion.
Honestly, 4.3 was basically Blade's redemption. 4.3 was the equivalent of Blade's redemption.
Elsewhere, Ashvale, March 7th, and the others headed to the tavern in search of clues regarding Asap Pramod. Their investigation eventually centered on en route. This former masked fool left the tavern for the Astral Express, becoming the navigator known as Icy. And the Veracity shadow of Ashvale is, in fact, his legacy.
And the reason it didn't make sense why we didn't have much information on Icy was also because Icy was also the navigator Himiko looked up to. Both imagine form that we know and love, and the real Himiko.
In addition, Ron May brought word that the Phantasmoon games were more than a game. They were a ritual enacted by Aha to suppress the dead husk of the Veracity. She further suggested that the path of elation may have originated from a concept stripped away from the Veracity. Aftertaste.
So, are we not only fighting a Asap Pramod here? Or is 4.5 going to be versus the Veracity? Because if we're actually going to the IPC's designated vacation resort after Plain Arcadia, either this succeeds and we stop the Veracity from, I guess, coming out of Plain Arcadia, or we have a back-to-back between a rock and a hard place.
At the same time, I ventured into the world in Canvas in search of Graphia at Evanesia's request. By a twist of fate, I truly did encounter the mother of Imogenesis. She spoke of the Cinderth Age, of the day the Express fell, and of her stand against Asap Pramod, before beckoning me further into the world in Canvas.
We also haven't had a villain in a while, such as Asap Pramod. Honestly, that has made me so pissed off, bruv. I swear.
Himiko returned to Graphia Academy.
I swear, bruv. I was ready to go through that screen.
Probing him for any
I still
ties
am.
to the destruction. As they revisited their shared memories, Ryusuke posed a chilling theory. That the real Himiko had long ago succumbed to the weathering curse. And the person standing before him was merely an imagine she had painted to carry on her dream of trailblazing. On the banks of the Inkford Hermitage, I crossed paths with Silverwolf and Blade once more. There, I summoned Graphia, who ferried us into the depths of the world in Canvas. In the meadow on the distant shore, Blade bid us farewell and threw himself resolutely into the Veracity's maw. Embracing the path he had walked, he reclaimed his heart as a craftsman. By harnessing the Veracity's furnace-like destructive power and the regenerative flesh of the abundance, he vowed to temper himself into the blade that would imprison Shuhu for eternity.
Honestly, on another note, if you needed a reminder a reminder on how badass Blade is, go back and watch 4.3. You will be reminded of how much of a badass Blade is.
In the meadow on the distant shore, it dawned on me that the Graphia we saw earlier at Inkford Hermitage was an imposter. The true culprit, Asat Pramod, revealed himself, exposing that Graphia is in fact a scion of destruction. He then broke our assault, grievously wounding Graphia before he departed.
And like everyone else who has stood before us, they will all fall.
As we struggled through a grueling battle against the maddened Graphia, Blade returned from his nirvana. Having tempered Shuhu within himself, he joined us to turn the tide, and with his aid, Graphia was restored to her senses. She revealed that Asat Pramod could seemingly manifest in many places at once. It was exactly as she said. And indeed, at that very same time, Ashvale, Yaoguang, and the others were also attacked by Asat Pramod.
Yeah, we were left on quite the cliffhanger.
Worst of all, even Ryusuke, Himiko's father, had been Asat Pramod in disguise from the very beginning. After revealing himself, he stood before us all and declared that an unpredictable disaster was about to descend upon plain Arcadia.
Get your fake spirit gun out of here, bruv. Might as well, let's go. The only thing... Oh, we're back here. Ooh. So, I take it Silverwolf is still depowered? Continue the trailblazing expedition. So, Silverwolf also did get depowered from her level 1000 less 1 form, and we're still here. So, I take it we've already taken down the Asat Pramod that attacked us from last time? Unless he just scurried off to somewhere else? But I know the Legend of the HI3 players definitely have more PTSD than I do from just watching that trailer. But one can still hope, I suppose.
Asat Pramod said he was meeting a genuine nameless.
Girl, you should know who that is.
Himiko, she's in trouble.
Oh. I think we did hear... Yeah, that was the last line of 4.3, wasn't it? That was, okay.
If that meanie can copy and paste himself anywhere, then it's not just the Astral Express that's in trouble.
The husk is growing agitated.
Well, good thing Silverwolf and Blade are here.
I'll open an escape path for you from the canvas world to reality.
What about you?
I'll stay in the canvas world to repair the seal and quell the remains of the veracity.
This has been an amazing week. It's been story after story after story. And I love it.
Pursuant to a comprehensive extrapolation process, the conclusion, your projected success rate is less than 3%.
Okay, well, it's not 0. At least it's not 0.
Is this...
a talking coin?
Does anyone hear me?
Master Chief, is that you? Master Chief, is that you out
I
there?
knew you'd follow us, but your timing is way too impeccable.
I observed an intense energy reaction burst from the world and canvas. Locking onto your coordinates was then a straightforward matter. Meanwhile, similar energy signals have also appeared in multiple locations across plain Arcadia. Their eigenvalues match the data recorded by the IPC during the Amphorius crisis. Conclusion.
Whoa.
Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, has appeared in multiple locations concurrently.
Yes, we found that out.
Is this some kind of trick? Wait, everybody knows that meanie can take any form he chooses. How do I know you're the real Pearl?
Oh my gosh, oh my... Am I evil? Am I evil or what? What went through my head is... should we give her a recaptcha to prove she's the real Pearl? Is this inhumane justice against Intellitrons? I am sorry, Intellitrons. I'm probably horrible.
The real... Pearl? Confusion. Ether hacker. Is there some sort of word game underway?
How's the situation with Himiko? Is the Express affected? Himiko!
Coordinates. Graphia Academy. Image data shows a conflict broke out between Miss Himiko and an entity suspected to be Assad Pramod. Almost simultaneously, a gravitational wave effect caused by a giant mass was observed centering on those exact coordinates.
Bruv, we're gonna save her, right? Why do I have to go from one game about worrying about saving someone so close to us to another? Last night's stream, 3.5, was all about Yang Yang, and now we have to go back to worrying about Himiko. How many more people do we have to worry about? Is the Express affected? Oh, we can ask both.
Coordinates. Perdido Station. The Express is... intact. Coordinates. World's End Tavern. March 7th and Asheville have evacuated. All communications are stable, and they are in no immediate danger.
Did Assad Pramod's Shadow Clone Jutsu just go back to one person?
Coordinates.
One form?
Abandoned station. Contact with General Yao Guang, Don Hong, and Mr. Yang now lost.
No!
The last intercepted signal indicates another shift in the domain's spatial structure.
Bruv, Trailblazer, I'm gonna need you to start being badass like we know you can, please?
Darn it.
Also, at the time of recording and the time I'm playing this, it has also been to the day the first ever episode of Ruby by Rooster Teeth from Monty Ohm ever aired. So, if there was any time to need anything inspirational, now would be that time.
Organic beings, please filter out interference from emotion variables. Proposal. Immediately escort Graphia to Pearl Tower.
She's cutting out. What are you planning to do?
There is insufficient time to engage in simultaneous individual fights. I shall launch the emergency plan I have long had on standby.
Emergency plan? What is that? Only Kuchiba knows.
I will ask Master Graphia to reenact the world and canvas ceremony once more.
Oh. Was that good or bad? I know that was basically the final failsafe, wasn't it?
I'm aware discussing a deal right now is perhaps inopportune, but place your trust in me, Ether Hacker. This is also the foundation upon which a deal between us can be struck. Time is decreasing. I am experiencing difficulty predicting the success rate of the contingency plan.
Oh, she's gone.
Disconnected. This deal is mine. I don't want to drag anyone else into it.
It's okay, little girl. As things stand,
Little girl.
the Teletron Lady's plan might be our only hope for salvation.
Even though Silverwolf is probably at least a few years old.
She's your super duper biggest #1 fan, all right. You were in all her electric dreams.
Why did that last one why did that last line sound dirty? Why does this line sound dirty? You were in her electric dreams. Why does she say that like it was a wet dream joke?
But I want to say this first. The thing with your fancy canvas world seal? Those IPC losers tore it.
And that's exactly why we need her power.
Really?
I'll paint a path through the artwork I left behind 1,000 years ago. Lend me a hand, little girl.
So we're not going to put all our faith into the Stellaron inside the Trailblazer? When are we going to do that? If there was a time to do it now, I feel like now would be one of the good times.
Do I have to paint too? Because my painting is usually kind of rough.
You know, I would make fun of Silverwolf here, but you and me both, girly. You and me both.
That roughness is exactly what we need. We're not painting in reality. On the contrary, we are tearing open a rift.
Does she have the Yamato or something? Did she just go to Virgil and ask to borrow the Yamato? What?
It is done.
Pass through the corridor and leave the world in canvas. Any inspiring words to leave us with? The mask once belonged to Shuhu. But with Shuhu now imprisoned within Blade's body, the title of a supplicant was naturally passed on to him. Looks a bit disgusted. No encouraging words. What about you two? Any encouraging?
Your friends on the Express need you.
Alright, say no more. Well, I guess she did borrow the Yamato. Return to reality. Man, let's make it in time. Please tell me we made it in time.
That flickering Megatron phantom. Is that the secret weapon you used to defeat the Herald of Death 15 years ago?
Megatron Phantom, is he talking about Star Blazer?
Looks like you have a ways to go still. But to think you actually recreated it. My darling fake daughter. You truly are a fascinating being.
Bruv, I hate you. I can't even tell you to shut your face, because you have no face.
So the father who was with her since